morning.
And I'm beginning to record it. So
Okay.
don't you have heat in your in your rectory? It looks like you're bundled up.
No, we haven't turned the heater on yet for this season.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm very comfortable here. Yes. How are you, Tom?
Well, I am doing very well.
Yes. You're in Redondo Beach, right?
I'm in Redondo Beach. Yeah. You may
Yes.
remember a long-standing friend named Karen, and she has over the last 10 years or so has had some considerable health problems, and she got out of the hospital last summer, and it was you know, I was at as you know, at Nazareth House, but in the midst of the
Right.
very severe lockdown, I knew that she needed some help here. And I also knew that if I came down, I probably during the pandemic lockdown would not be able to get back in there. So after 2 months here in a spare bedroom, I decided stop paying rent down there at Nazareth House and just kind of move into the spare bedroom here. So here I am. And
so it's a regular residential home.
So it is a residence.
Yes.
And this spare room, which belonged to another friend of Karen's, who died, that's just Teresa, who died 5 or 6 years ago, was open and available, and the price was right. Just kind of an exchange for sort of being present as a kind, loving presence. So here, in fact, I think I can move this camera in a way that can show you the view out my window.
Yeah. Oh, it's
actually rather spectacular.
It certainly, that's the ocean that you're seeing through the window?
Way off in the distance, yeah. Say
in the distance,
on either side of that tree.
Yeah.
You've got the ocean. Yeah.
That's right. Wow, it certainly beats the communal life at Nazareth House, which is good in itself, but it's during the pandemic, it's hard.
Yeah. Hold on just one moment.
Okay. And let me introduce myself to you, Bob.
Yeah.
Hi.
I think I have one thing in common with you.
Yes.
It's probably the same. I'm a friend of Bill X.
Oh, Bill, Father Bill.
Yeah.
How do you know him? Yes.
Well, I went to this Catholic Bible thing, we did for 3 years, about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing about this guy at St. Agatha's that was really good at Bible study. And I said, well, I've got to go see this guy. And he was such a nice guy. He says, you want to help me? Because I was just getting started, And I said, sure. And the joke is, he says, now, Bob, you know what? I'm not going to be around. So why don't you run it? So I'm running it. And here he comes back in. So he really didn't leave. He just said, you be in charge, which is all you need is just to practice running the thing, the talking. Everybody can talk, but they have some kind of organization.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he's a wonderful guy.
Okay.
Now that's what Father Bill.
Yeah.
Bill Axe.
Bill Axe.
Yes.
Bill Axe. That's right. Okay.
Yes. So this Bible study group is still going. You're still running it?
No, it goes on. When your 3 years are over, you get your little certification. You get to go down to the cathedral. And they say, now you know how to be a Bible student.
That's right.
And it's a little more complicated than that.
So this is a Bible Institute that the Archdiocese is doing. That you went through. That's the one that you're referring to, right?
Two women started about 20 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Father Bill Axe was a biblical scholar.
Right.
He's a real an expert. Yeah.
He knows Hebrew too, right?
Oh, Hebrew and Greek, and we inherited his library. He retired, after St. Agatha. Oh no, he didn't retire. He moved to another in Florida. He's in Florida, right? Right now, and he felt that maybe
the provincial somewhere.
Provincial, yeah, and he felt that he didn't need a lot of his books, scholarly books. So he left quite a few books for a priest from India who wanted to create a library back in India. So he had like 15 huge boxes of library-worthy books shipped to India. And then the ones that the Indian priest didn't choose, I inherited in our rectory. So I have some Greek and Hebrew books here, and you know, you can get a glimpse of what kind of a scholarly life he lived. And it's quite a figure. Yes.
We're all academic.
Yes.
Kathy Creighton is coming on board, but she is muted and she doesn't have her.
Well, Father, hi, Father Tom. Hi, Father Anthony.
Hi, Kathy.
Bob.
Wow.
How are you? It's so good to see you.
So
You're
good
at
to
St.
see you,
Agatha's. I
Kathy.
used to go to that
Yes,
church when I was a kid. But anyway, I wanted to say hi to everybody, and especially Father Anthony.
Yes.
But I need to go because I actually have to go into campus today, so I'm getting ready to go to work, huh? So I'll have to catch you later on Facebook. But gosh, it's great to see you, Father Anthony. See you in the flesh, or almost.
Great to see you, Kathy.
See you in the virtual flesh.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Kathy. So she said that Kathy used to live in Claremont, so she doesn't live in Claremont anymore, I assume?
Excuse me. Kathy does live in Claremont. In fact, she's in the
okay.
those apartments across the street from the church, the Claremont Village, I think they call it. Or, anyway.
Yes.
And she works at USC and commutes by train to USC.
Oh, okay. Okay. So she comes to work at USC, which is about what, 10-15 minutes from where I am now.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
just
have
down
Father,
the road on Adams Boulevard.
Yeah, you have Father Joe Palacio.
Luis Palacio is here. Yes. Yeah. Joe is not teaching at USC anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's connected still somehow, but he's not really teaching any classes there.
Okay, well, now Janice Poss is coming on. Just to give you a little clue, as I think I mentioned, Anthony, I do this every week. You may have watched a couple of them. I don't know. Here's Jan.
Yes. Yes.
So, welcome, Jan.
Hi, everybody.
You know Father Anthony?
I don't think so. No.
No, but I have met her on your previous YouTube meetings, coffee meetings.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you, Jan.
Nice to meet you too, Father.
Nice to
Jan was a parishioner and a big help, and sometimes a little bit of a pain, but that's okay.
Hey.
I was to you too. So at Good Shepherd in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I see.
And then she picked up with OLA and moved out to Claremont, basically to do your graduate studies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I'm still at Good Shepherd. I mean, I just got back last night because I still do the Bible study there. So
you do? Are you any good?
I don't know. What do you think, Bob?
I'm as good as you are, or you're as good as I am, or whatever.
Well, let's see, Jan, you and Bob first met at OLA's at Good Shepherd's Bible Study, right?
Yeah, I think, Bob was coming to a couple of years ago. Yeah. So yeah, And there was like a Lenten retreat thing that Father Ed did for a little bit, and he was part of that. So.
Okay. Well.
And Father Anthony, where are you? Where are you at?
I'm not very far from Good Shepherd's Parish. I'm in St. Agatha's Parish.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, in West Adams area. It's hard to pinpoint where exactly I am, but just
Adams
south
and
of
La Brea, basically.
Adams and La
Adams
Brea.
and La
Yeah,
Brea.
I know the
That's
parish.
exactly.
I used to come because a couple of my professors used to do the services there. So I used to go. It's a great parish.
Is it Bill Axe?
No, it was Father Jim Fredericks.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I know him. Jim Fredericks at the Bible Institute, you said? The professor at Bible Institute?
No, he was in the theology department at LMU.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we have, I only know one faculty who now, Anna, also
Harrison?
in medieval studies.
Yeah, Ann Harrison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ann Harrison, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know a lot of people over there because I did my master's over there.
Ah, okay. Okay. And you also did graduate studies in Claremont, you said?
Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm writing my dissertation right now. Ha ha.
Oh, wow. A doctoral dissertation?
Yeah.
In theology?
Yeah. Now, well,
wow. Yeah.
you know, CST has really kind of closed down. They didn't have a PhD program when I entered the program. So it's basically religious studies more than theology.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I hope it's Orthodox.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means a lot. It means a lot to me.
But it.
Anthony, you froze up.
Oh, I said that often heterodoxy is more interesting.
Well, it certainly is.
Surely.
Particularly when you get off the need to condemn and start listening and trying to understand.
Yeah.
And find many, many points of convergence.
Yes.
Sure.
Have any of you run into Jonathan Haidt? He's a sociologist on the East Coast. I forget now what university, but he is one of the founders of a group called the Heterodox Academy. And their main purpose is to kind of challenge and provide alternatives to the academic orthodoxy that so very often results in closing down minds rather than opening them up. Very, very interesting person. I someday on this I'll talk about it. But meanwhile, Susan Bernasso, the ever lively Susan Bernasso, is coming on. Bob Durr has muted himself.
Okay.
And there is Susan, backlit.
Hello, Susan.
Hello, Father Anthony. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Doing very good.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's great to see you too. How was Mass this morning?
It was really, it was good. It was a little shorter than usual, because I rushed it a little bit to get here in time, but it was very good. It was North American Martyrs Day today, and it was particularly meaningful because I was ordained at North American Martyrs Parish in Manhattan Beach. So
oh, wow.
I was thinking of ordination, and yes.
Special day, special day.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
that was during the time that the cathedral was closed, right?
That's right. Yeah. So
And
movable cathedral.
Mahoney was looking around for large capacity churches to be able to serve as more or less pro-cathedral. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how long have you been there now, Father Anthony?
This is my 5th year at St. Agatha's, and first year now finally as a pastor. So I'm like
I for some reason you cut out. I didn't quite hear the rest of that, but this is your first year as pastor.
First
so
year as a pastor, yes. Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's getting close to 9 o'clock. So what I'd like to do is once again, thank you for joining us. I'm not online, not on Facebook yet, but once we go on Facebook, what I'd really kind of like to do is simply open up for a conversation with you and anybody else who is online. Bob is having some problems finding the right venue where he gets decently lighted, I think, which is something that I have played around with a lot too. So you can tell at least the light and stuff on mine is.
I only have the phone, so I only see whoever's talking. So sorry.
Yeah. Well, you can do a there's a little button up at the upper right that says view. You can go to gallery view.
On the cell phone?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'm using computer, so.
Right.
Tom, I'm a little disabled.
Aren't we all?
Well, I don't know.
Before we get started, I do want to say to you, Father Anthony, that there are so many people who've been sending me messages saying, I can't view it live, but please send Father Anthony our love. And so I've been getting messages for you, just sharing lots of love, wishing they could be live here with you. And I said they'll catch you later on YouTube. So.
Thank you, Susan. You're always a wonderful communicator. You're always in touch. And I do receive your messages and YouTube posts all the time. And I really am grateful, Susan.
Well, thank you. I didn't realize I was doing a YouTube thing, but okay. I think it's probably through Father
FaceTime,
Tom.
Facebook, yes. Facebook,
right.
Yes.
Facebook. Yeah. Well, once in a while, you need to click like.
What?
To let her know that you're there.
Or love.
Right.
Yeah.
Or love. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My goodness. So, let me see what I kind of like to do is I'll click the button that will put us live on Facebook and then introduce you, Anthony, and everyone else who is on at the moment. We are 5, and 5 is a good number. We can take one more if anybody else is joining to be a good gallery view, but we'll be broadcasting onto Facebook for half hour, 40 minutes, however. I don't know exactly how your time is, Anthony, whether it's kind of strict, but what I'd like to do is just simply start out a conversation, and I'm sure everybody is very interested in what you've been up to since OLA, because I don't think everybody has been quite following your adventures, shall we say. So, but once we go live, I will lead a prayer, which is usually the prayer from the Plow, their daily prayer. And I've got it here. I can't quite put it up on the screen. I'm still not quite proficient enough to do that properly, but I'll do the prayer and then simply kind of open it up. I'll ask tell us about a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to, and then we'll all take it from there. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, Tom. I have enough time. I have a 10 o'clock meeting in the office, so 30-40 minutes would be perfectly fine. And I am not sure if my life is any worthy subject for this coffee talk with our fellow, fellow brothers and sisters in Christ. But I'm open to other conversation too. So,
Yeah, that it's going to be more than anything up to Jan and Susan and Bob.
Sure.
To ask the right questions, and you can be sure that, especially now with both Jan and Susan on, that things will stay lively.
Yes.
Oh my!
That's
have
good.
a reputation, I guess.
And Bob too, right?
And Bob too. And one of the lively people, unfortunately, is having some medical procedures done, and that's Father John Crean. You may have seen him on Facebook too, and he's not able to be with us today, but he assured me that he's with us in spirit. He's a retired Episcopal priest. In fact, a retired Reverend Canon, which is the equivalent of a Monsignor in the Episcopal Church. So,
and he speaks Latin.
Pardon me?
Yeah.
And he speaks Latin.
Yeah.
He's kind of a scholar, a little bit. Yeah, he's a very, very good scholar. Anyway, and very ecumenical. So I'm going to push this to go live on Facebook. Go live. God bless you all, and may your day and your week be filled with peace. Yep. Gotta hit the right button. Okay. The Facebook streaming has ended, but we are still on. Anthony, this was delightful. Should we do it again? Can we do it again?
Of course, yes. Yes, we do that again. I will continue to follow your post, YouTube post.
Okay.
Yeah, so that and let me know when I can be part of it again. Yes.
Well, how about next week?
Oh, I will join. I will join, but on a live setting like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that you've done it, maybe if you can fit it in, it might be good to have you sort of regular, I think one of the things is we can all learn from each other.
Sure.
And Father Anthony, some people can't do the full 45 minutes and do depart earlier. Usually Kathleen Creighton has to go a little bit earlier. So it is to whatever your schedule is, if it works flexible.
Oh, so you can come in and then you can leave sometime when you have to go.
Yes.
It's okay to do that? Okay.
I mean, we're essentially what I'm trying not to make this a program or a show on Facebook, but simply a conversation. And people come and go. We've got a number of people who I think want to be with us, but will probably be rejoining, but are currently experiencing either health problems or job demands. Jenny, I think, is often wanting to be with us, but her job is working, and Marcia and Denise
health issues.
Have health issues that hopefully they'll be back as active participants. So
and Father Tom, did you share with Father Anthony how it all got started, or do you know this, Father Anthony?
I don't know how it started. No.
Well,
I don't either.
while I was at Nazareth House, you may remember the key date for the entire society's lockdown was more or less St. Patrick's Day of 2000.
Yep.
And
2020.
I can remember, I think St. Patrick's Day Mass was the last Mass that we had at Nazareth House that we were allowed to have. But anyway, I knew that I had to get some discipline into my life. So I thought, well, what the heck? Why don't I go on Facebook and just see about this live stuff and just, turn it on live and start talking for a half hour and see what happens. And
it grew.
It grew. And I tried very hard to get some people like Susan on. I tried all kinds
it worked.
Well, it sort of worked, but it was a real Rube Goldberg sort of thing where I had 2 cameras, and I think at one point I was trying to project it onto my TV screen.
Right.
That sort of thing. I was also hoping to be able to walk out in the gardens, but I never got good enough signal.
You did a couple times.
I did a couple times, but there was always signal problems.
Right.
So then when I moved here in July of last year, I basically stopped it. And I think it was Susan and Marcia who kept badgering me. Wait
a minute. I was simply sending you messages from many people who were saying they were missing your presence. I did not badger. I badger my husband, but not you, Father Tom.
No, you badgered me. You may nag your husband, but you badgered me.
Okay, well, I sent you all the messages that were being sent to me where they were saying, I'm missing Father Tom's presence. I'm missing his coffee time with Father Tom. I would love for him to go back on. So I basically connected everybody to Father Tom to put pressure and badger Father Tom.
Yeah.
So
well, then I discovered that it was very easy to do this on Zoom. And I got the Pro Zoom account, which enabled the live streaming on Facebook and enabled having more people on it and all of that. So I thought, well, let's play around with this. So we did get started. What was it, last February or so? I don't know.
I have to look back.
Yeah.
But you have been such a comfort, Father Tom, to so many during COVID. I think that's why, I mean, you were a source of spirit and a connection to what we know. And so many people really did not like you going off the grid and felt just a real comfort from the wisdom that you would share. So given that, yes, the badgering had to come forward.
Thank you very much.
Well, good.
Now, dear friends of Father Tom, and I need to go.
You need to go.
I have a 10 o'clock meeting.
Oh,
10 o'clock meeting.
You, and I need to moving along. We all need to. So
true.
I'm just going to call an end to the meeting. So God bless you.
Thank you, Tom. And I'll join you whenever I can.
Nice to meet you, Anthony.
Yes.
All right.
Take
I'll
care,
be in
Jan.
touch by email.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Susan.
Bye.